Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, days, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I'm apologizing now for my voice and the coughing that will ensue and all of the things. I've been sick for a week and I'm not going to get any better. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I'm taking medicine every day. I'm doing my best. Okay, guys, just don't. I'm doing my best. So, if I start muting and coughing, my bad. But I am your sick host with the Moses, the shaman of ShElite, the hardest rumor podcast. Name is Katie Kinsey Baby.
Baby.
Joining me, of course, as always, over here.
Blue tongue and all.
Blue tongue and all, my lovely co-host. Oh, God, here we go. The Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire Rowan's family eating.
Oh, no, I got it.
The spice of life, the sassiest senor that I know, the hangman Adam Page, to my whittle devil Adam Cole baby, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah. What's up?
Oh, what's up, Katie? We're just off the heels of the Royal Rumble match, or matches, pay-per-view matches, but let's be real, we were just there for the Rumble matches. At least I was.
We were there for the women's Rumble specifically.
That's true, which was better than the men's. I will die on that hill. It was. First of all, it had more surprises. That alone already makes it better. But yeah, really good pay-per-view. Honestly, even if the Royal Rumble winner isn't my first choice or my choice at all, you can't, for me at least, you can't go wrong with the Royal Rumble match. I always love that pay-per-view. Therefore, it probably will never disappoint me just because I love it so much.
True. Jesus said use Mucinex Fast Max. I've been taking like 15 different things. It's not. I'm sick. Loving the shirt. Oh my god, thank you so much, TC. Yeah, these Black Lives Matter shirts. This is the long sleeve. This is typically the breast cancer awareness one. YKWrestling.com. You go over there, you support our guys. A, you get cool merch. B, and you're supporting your good cause. C. So go over there, get yourself some stuff. I'll be wearing one every week, except Valentine's Day week. I'll do just like red or cute or whatever. But I have this. I have a hoodie. I have a tank top, and I have a t-shirt.
Dang,
go.
Katie. All right.
Go support. Go support, guys. You know what month it is? It's Black History Month. That's what it is.
It's the first day.
Literally the first day of February, folks, as we record today. But you know. Which, if you're watching us live on twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, where talking so hard. You have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, you get a free sub every month. Use it on us. Come on, you know. Hi, while I'm sick. Come on, you know. It's great. It's a great time. You support us. You can help us do other things. If you don't want to support us, that's totally fine. You can still follow and get notified when we go live. And you can, support other content creators on Twitch too. Don't let Jeff Bezos keep that money. What the fuck? Come on. Give it to us. Give it to your friends. Give it to other people. If you want to do stuff for free, youtube.com/ShElite Showcase, where you you can comment, you can subscribe, you can watch previous VODs of the live streams that we started doing a few months ago when we started StreamYard after we came back from our hiatus. You guys remember that?
It's like 2 weeks now.
It was a 2-week hiatus.
I felt it, like, especially because it was like in August and I wasn't in school, so it was like my life was
it was a rough 2 weeks.
It at the same time it was a good break, but I was like, I have nothing to do now. Like, my life was useless on Thursdays.
Well, don't worry, folks. We're keeping the trucking every week. Even Mania week, I will figure out a way to do it.
Yeah,
we'll make it work.
I'm gonna say,
okay.
No, go finish, because I was like, it's kind of unrelated, but
Patreon.com/ShElite Showcase. You can get, it's $3 a month. You get non-wrestling content every single month, except December and January. Busy times, busy things. I plan on doing something this month. For there, I won't tell you guys what. It'll be a surprise. You're gonna have to subscribe and figure it out. My dear, do you want to say what you were going to say?
I was just gonna say, like, obviously I will have to remind you, but like at some point, I just like I already have like dates, possible dates, where I'm probably not gonna be able to show up. It's that time,
That's fine.
that times because it happens multiple times out of the year. But yeah, like my family's already like planning trips for the summer, and because got to do shit ahead of time.
No, I get you. I mean, we still got time. Like I said, I need just 2 weeks notice, and you're good.
No, actually, I don't know. I think the soonest one. I don't know if it's March or May. It's one of the M months. That's all I know. Let me see.
One of the M months.
Yeah. Let's see. No, hold on.
Ow, my knees. I'm falling apart, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best.
I thought it was. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. It's March. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so next month.
Yeah. I thought it was May, but
that's all right. I'll figure it out. We got time. Like I said, just let me know by the end of February.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I will let you know for sure.
We're Gucci. All right, let's talk about news and rumors here.
Oh boy, I'm like, this is like popcorn. Just
I'm gonna start with the stuff that I didn't fully get into last week, because at the time I did not read all 67 pages of bullshit. The lawsuit
of lawsuit.
So like the last few pages of it were like legal jargon and just talking about like breaking down like who's being sued and for what kind of stuff. And the beginning was like just a few pages of like overall stuff that happened, and then it gets into details. I'm not going to give anyone details because no, it's scarring, traumatizing, inhumane, disgusting.
And gross. I'm like,
it. Excuse me. I read these 67 pages, sat here staring at the screen.
I will. That's what I was saying.
I will. And just like was numb. I'm gonna be honest. I went to bed, or I laid down after the fact. I started crying a little bit because I was like, how can someone deal with all of this? Miss Grant has PTSD basically for life. She does not leave her house often. The two people who are being sued that have been named, there are countless people in there who are not named. They're like WWE executive something one, and like they don't have names. People can speculate who they are, which a lot of people have been starting to. But like Vince McMahon and specifically John Laurinaitis, which I got a bone to fucking pick with Johnny Ace for a second here. This man,
laryngitis,
which I probably have at this point. Not only did is he throwing Vince under the bus now, specifically saying that he was also a victim, which like fuck right off.
Really?
He said, yeah, he's saying that Vince made him do these awful, terrible fucking things. Which like, it fucking didn't. Regardless, Kathy was at home recovering from brain surgery while he was off doing these fucking things. Kathy and like the Garcia twins, now formerly known as Bella twins, had released a statement being like, which if they released a statement, you can find it. I don't remember exactly what it said. And then people started attacking them.
Really? I saw the statement, but I didn't want to read the comments because
it was awful. People were like, isn't that your stepdad? Da, 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 da. They don't live in the same house. They're grown-ass adults.
With their own families.
Their mother, who is just... it's... The whole thing is fucking gross and disgusting, and I can't wait for all of them to burn.
I don't think people realize that just because John Laurinaitis is the stepfather of the Garcia twins, that doesn't mean that they have any idea or correlation or association with what happened. You know, again, they're grown-ass adults doing their own thing. They have their own wine business. They've had their own reality shows. They're mothers. They're busy people. I'm pretty sure they spend their free time checking up to see what their stepdad is doing, you know, and in his personal life.
Like, if this was the whole lawsuit, it is like takes place between like 4.5 to 5 years, kind of, if I was doing my math right. 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, so like between like 3.5 to like 4.5 years, timeline wise, of just awful, terrible things that this woman was. Nobody read it. Nobody. It just. People are going to burn for this. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm over talking about it. I said we were talking about it this week because I didn't read it. And I regretted reading it. And I've seen some shit. I've read some shit. This was awful. Inhumane. Disgusting. Degrading bullshit. For all parties involved, fuck you.
I was gonna say, and that is why I am not going to read
And
it.
that's why I'm telling people not to. Don't read it. Don't do it.
I was gonna say I was going to, but like this semester's already gonna be fucking heavy for me. So last thing I need is to just pile that on top, you know, by putting myself through that.
Don't do it. Hell isn't enough. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. But let's move on to lighter things. Also, I've heard enough. One last thing on that before I forget. Paul Levesque, if you're gonna do a press conference afterwards, maybe read the fucking document. I'm just saying.
I didn't watch the scrum, but I did.
Your father-in-law, but maybe read it. I don't know.
I didn't watch the scrum, but I did see Instagram like news pages, like not like dirt sheets, because like they're not like, you know, like Dave or Sean who like, but they're like they post about stuff they see from the dirt sheets, and they were talking about how that in their opinion that he should have canceled the scrum altogether if he didn't want questions about the allegations.
Yeah.
So I didn't see what happened, but I guess things didn't go completely to planned. If
so, Sean had a press conference for Vengeance Day today, like a media call kind of thing. And he answered those questions way better than Paul Levesque did.
How did Paul answer that?
He's just he admitted he didn't read the lawsuit and was just trying to not talk about it and just focus on the positives and not let that weigh them down. And like there were certain things he said, and I didn't watch it either because we did Smacking Around right after the Rumble ended.
Oh shit.
So I didn't like get to see it, but I saw everything after the fact. And shout out to the people who did ask questions. I know Seahawk was one of the people who brought up the accusations and stuff like that. I think John Alba was one, and there might have been another one, but I can't remember who. But there was a few people who were like, "We're gonna ask questions and answer it if you want to," but like he didn't. But yeah, that sucks. But look how much money we made this weekend. Is kind of the gist of it. So, anyways, but Rumble happened.
Yeah, that's the positives, as Triple H apparently put.
Yeah, that's the positives. So men's Rumble, we didn't really see a whole lot of
it's kind of disappointing.
A little disappointed. Andrade El Idolo returns to WWE.
That one was spoiled for me actually because Andrade, yes, because Andrade has, I think I mentioned this. I don't know if it was like while we were recording, but I think I mentioned it at least to you, Katie, that Andrade has wrestled in Juarez, which is the border city to El Paso. He's wrestled there. Yeah. So he knows the family that co-owns the building for where PWL like has their shows.
Okay.
And so one of the family members spoiled it to the general manager of PWL that, oh yeah, he's signing with WWE 5 years. And then they told me, so we all kind of knew, like, it's just a matter of when, not if. But we still had a good pop when he came out. But yeah, we knew that Andrade, we knew Andrade was going back to WWE because of that. We got it spoiled. It's fine.
Plus, his contract was done with AEW, and his wife Charlotte
His
is
wifey is like
in
the queen of
WWE. So it was bound to happen eventually. Savannah has the scoops and didn't spoil
I didn't
it.
want, because I didn't want, like, again, I just didn't want to spoil it. Like,
No, and I don't blame you. So yeah, like we didn't get like any other like surprises. We got some NXT people showing up. Carmelo Hayes.
yes, we got Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Apparently,
Spearing people in half.
okay, I know we're like talking about the positives now, but like apparently Braun was supposed to be, or was the replacement for Brock. I don't know how true that is, but that was just like.
So I
a
saw
rumor.
that. I don't know how true it is, and I
Yeah.
also saw that Pat McAfee didn't know he was going to be in the Rumble either.
That is fucking hilarious. That makes it better because it was already funny. Like it like trying to get in and then
He Drew carried himself, as Matt so eloquently pointing it out.
I loved that though, especially because he was at the
so
commentary
funny.
table.
Which I didn't write it down, but Pat McAfee and Michael Cole are the official Monday Night Raw announce team. Let's go. So excited.
Well, I mean, football season's pretty much over, so no more college game day for Pat McAfee for a while, which I'm pretty sure he'll probably either leave or just really be booked.
Yeah, he'll be booked and busy, as he should be. We did get our winner for the men's Rumble. Punk shouldn't have been talking shit during the match. He said, "You think I'm going to lose to Dusty's kid? That's what did you win. Not your torn tricep, which is a thing, and that's why Punk is out."
I didn't wait for 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid.
Like,
and you know what?
The
you know what was even worse, and what also costed him to lose? Before he even said that line, dude pointed at the sign. You're not supposed to point at the sign if you didn't win. That's a curse. And sure enough, that's worse. Like you, as someone who's close friends with Danhausen, you should know that you do not want to be cursed. You should have not pointed at that sign, dude.
I mean, true. Yeah, but Cody Rhodes back to back.
I called it.
I
called it not because I was gonna say I called it not because I thought it was gonna happen. I just really did not want to pick CM Punk to win.
She did not want to pick Phil.
So I said, "Give me Cody," because why not? I was going in ready to be wrong, and then I wasn't.
I was going in ready to watch CM Punk win the Rumble, and he did not. Cody Rhodes back to back, baby. And like I said, Punk announced on Monday that during the match he tore his. Tricep. I wrote bicep, but I know it's
tricep because even like when during like after they shared the news, it kind of made sense because like he would like after the match he was kind of like holding his arm like the bottom of it. Yeah, I didn't think of much of it. I just thought, oh, he's sad. But like after he got injured, I was like, oh shit, that makes sense now. Which is unfortunate. I've said it before. I don't, I'm not a CM Punk fan. I don't like Punk, but I don't wish that upon anybody. It fucking sucks, especially when he just came back. Like, isn't this like his first like not televised, but like
that was his first
like on screen
pay-per-view match.
Pay-per-view? Okay. I was gonna say I don't remember.
Actually could have been.
I forget if he's had many matches on Raw, but before then. But all I know is that it was his first pay-per-view match because he showed up at Survivor Series. Yeah. And he's fucking injured, and it's nothing like, oh, he broke his leg, he'll be out 6 weeks. Like, dude fucking tore his tricep, which again, I don't
like 4 to 6 months, I think is what they said.
Yeah, I don't wish that upon anyone. Like, even after Brawl Out, when I was really pissed off at Punk and like just hated his guts, like I didn't like that he was injured. Like, I didn't think, oh, good, I'm so glad he got injured. That was never my thoughts because I don't think anyone deserves to get injured. Because that fucking sucks. I can only imagine the kind of hell you go through from, first of all, the pain of having a torn muscle, and just the time. It probably feels so, like, you feel so defeated because, you have to go through the surgery, and then you have to go through therapy, and then after you're good to go, you got to rebuild those muscles. Like, it takes a while, so.
And the timing could not be worse.
I know, I'm like, Punk, really? You couldn't have done this shit right after me?
Punk and Seth Rollins are both injured, and that was the match we were more than likely going to be getting at Mania 40. Now I don't know what. Listen, Seth, baby, I love you. Cody's finishing the fucking story. Stop it. Stop begging for Cody to pick you, please. Let him finish the fucking story.
And he's going to. I feel like they can't pull a fast one on you guys twice.
Well, I mean, they can, but like we're hoping they don't.
Yeah.
So that was all the men's Rumble things. The women's Rumble, which we enjoyed way more.
Yes.
We had many a surprise. We had Naomi, not Trinity, as we were kind of speculating what her name would be when she came back. Naomi, number 2 in the Rumble. Jordan Grace coming out. TNA
number 5
champion, number 5, made it very far into the Rumble. Had face-offs with Bianca, Ivy Nile, Naomi. Like, just, it was so good to watch. We had Liv Morgan return as number 30. Shout out to Liv. Made it into the final 6.
Liv was final 3.
Oh yeah, she was final 3. I was thinking of the picture of all of them on the side when Bailey won.
Oh yeah, but no, Liv eliminated. Oh well, I'll just let you say who showed up.
Jade Cargill makes her debut finally. Puts on hell of a performance. Eliminates Nia Jax by herself. Last year took 11 women. It took 1 this year. It was Jade.
I need to see Jade versus Bianca at Mania. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. I'm in. Please give it to me. Yeah, the final, like, Jade made it to the final 3. Final 3 was Bailey, Liv, and Jade.
And that ending, this is why I'm like, yes, the ending for the men's Rumble took a little longer, but I think the women's was like better because of the creative like direction they took to end the Rumble. Because with the men's, it was just a simple throw him over the top rope and he got eliminated. But with the women, Liv hits the Oblivion on Jade to eliminate her, and then Bailey immediately, she strategizes. See, it's not like she starts monologuing points at the side. No, she strategizes and immediately kicks Liv right off the apron.
Oh yeah, which Liv going back to back as final 2, good for her.
She's probably gonna win the next one at this point. Or
honestly, I wouldn't be mad.
Has Liv won Money in the Bank? I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Use 2 words because these cash-ins last so not long.
Well, she cashed in that night on Ronda.
There you go. That's why it was hard for me to remember because I knew she was a champion.
Yeah.
But I forgot that. Yeah, she did win Money in the Bank.
I still think she should be the one to take the title off Rhea Ripley, but
I think so. I see that too because live for brutality, you know.
I miss Liv for brutality. It's fine. It's fine.
Liv could have joined the Judgment Day.
She could have. She still can. But we did see some NXT girlies as well. Roxanne Perez, which was also like low-key spoiled, but like we kind of knew. I think it was when Cody, it was like during the kickoff show. I think like it was like you're showing Cody, but Roxanne's like graphic was like behind him. I was like, guys,
like, thanks y'all.
This like Jesus tweeted about it and I responded. I was like, yeah, like I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be her, but and Tiffy time.
I think we called Tiffy time for that.
We did call Tiffy time. We called Roxanne and we called Tiffy time showing up. Tiffany Stratton is so good. It's just love.
What did I tweet?
That they spoiled Roxanne showing up in the Rumble. I don't remember exactly what your tweet was, but it was something like that. But Women's Rumble was great. Bailey wins.
Finally, Bailey's gonna get her. Okay, and look. I'm sorry, but I don't wish injury upon anyone. Therefore, I'm not saying that, I'm so glad it happened. But since it kind of seems that it doesn't seem, it is good. We're not going to get Punk versus Rollins. You know, we will get Rollins versus somebody. Yeah. But now, can we please just give the ladies who win the Rumble the main event? Give Bailey the main event, damn it. She fucking deserves it.
Give her night 1.
Give her night 1, okay? Since Cody, since we're not getting Punk and Rollins, give Bailey night 1. Like, it should be no question at this point, you know?
No, have Seth and whoever his opponent may be open Monday, open night 1.
Exactly.
And then you can have Rhea versus Liv open night 2. So then that way you get the men opening and the women main eventing, and then you get the women opening and the men main eventing.
Exactly.
It makes no sense. Also, Paramore for Mania. Let Paramore play Bailey out for her Mania entrance.
They've had Joan Jett show up. They've had Joan Jett show up. They've had trying to think off the top of my head. They've had bands show up. Like, they've had Snoop Dogg for Sasha Banks. Like,
hashtag Paramore for Mania. Everyone tweet it. Make it happen. Bailey deserves it. When she beats Io for her title.
And finally gets a WrestleMania moment.
Finally gets her one-on-one WrestleMania match that she has earned and deserves. And I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting.
She hasn't had her Mania moment. Like, all the 4
Well, she won the Raw Women's title in a fatal 4-way, I think, at one of the Manias.
She retained it, actually, technically, because it was Nia, Sasha, Charlotte, and Bailey.
Yes. So I remember
Bailey,
her.
But that was like the opening match, or like it was like the second match. It was like it was not really like.
Oh, I don't remember logistics. I just remember it happening.
And I think it was at Mania 33. So technically, yes, she kind of had a moment, but like not the moment. You know, first of all, main eventing, winning the title, not retaining it. I feel like that just means more when you win the title. You know, I feel like that's more of a Mania moment.
Yeah. So like, Bailey's gonna get her moment, and it's gonna be great. And I'm going to rejoice and cry happy tears, and it's going to be a great time. Talk about that. Last thing I have, I'm saving Tony Khan's announcement shit for the question of the week because we're gonna have fun with it. So ignoring Tony Khan stuff. Big E, we love Big E here. We stand Big E. He has an animated short film. I don't know if I ever talked about it. But like I meant to if I didn't. It's called Bridges. It's currently now on YouTube, on the Our Heroes Rock YouTube channel. It was created with Jonathan Davenport and Andreas Hale. And the short film looks beautiful. I haven't watched it yet because again, it just went live on YouTube like a few hours ago when I was at work. Nominated for an NAACP Image Award. Okay. And that's awesome. Like, I'm glad Big E's like still doing something that he loves to do, like while he's not being able to be in the ring.
Yeah, for sure. I love
that. And it's just I highly suggest like everyone go watch it. I don't know how long it is.
Link? I don't know where to find it, so could you send me the link?
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you just go to Big E's Twitter, like
okay, then yeah,
he's tweeted about it. Highly suggest it. Talks about like obviously I think the girls like it's a little animated film. Her name's Ruby Bridges. It has like hip hop and sci-fi and just like history. So I highly suggest everyone go check it out. I probably will this weekend when I have time. So everyone do that and like love Biggie and like that's fucking awesome, especially something that he created with his friends that got nominated for this huge award. That's awesome. Big props to Biggie.
Speaking of, you know what he should do? He should host WrestleMania.
Oh my god.
Just so we could get like him saying, "Oh, WrestleMania!" Like that's how you can open the show like that. Don't you dare! Because dude, I miss that. I miss that shit. All right.
If I don't now see Savannah, you're putting these ideas of grandeur in my head, and I
start tweeting it, bro. Be like Biggie host at Biggie host WrestleMania. Hashtag Biggie for WrestleMania host.
Honestly, we need it because I don't know who else you gonna have host. Nobody, exactly.
I was like, beats me, bro.
But that's all I had. Did I say what you?
It was again mostly about like the winners, Punk's injury.
Okay.
It's been a rough week to say the least. So I was able to watch the Rumble, some Raw, some Dynamite, but like nothing like major, you know.
All right. Move on here to today in women's wrestling history. Today being, of course, February 1st. NXT, it was episode number 491, because shout out to the website that tells me what number it was.
Yeah.
From 2022, so 2 years ago at this point. We have three women's matches. We had Raquel Gonzalez defeating Cora Jade, which Cora Jade is also still out, which fucking sucks. So she just came back. Yeah. Terrible timing, folks. Saray, not Saraya.
Saray.
To not confuse people, Saray defeated Kayla Inlay, who the name didn't sound familiar, so I clicked on it. That's Kiana James.
Okay, really?
I did not know that, so I might have to like go back and see if I can like watch it and be like, oh my god, that is her. That's crazy, because now Kiana's like
her.
Kiana was a tag team champion, had like the whole like gimmick, and she was running shit. Like that's 2-year difference, not even a year difference, because like she was doing all that shit in 2023.
Yeah,
love that. And Wendy Chu, which like, where the fuck is Wendy Chu at? I would like Wendy Chu back, guys. Defeated Amari Miller, who she's a sweetheart. She has talked about her struggles with mental health on social media, and she's now coming back to the ring, and it's so inspirational. So if anyone follows that, likes that kind of stuff and likes to see people's journeys, highly recommend following Amari Miller. Again, and just like a sweet baby angel. She's like early 20s.
I'm early 20s.
I know, you're a child. My child.
Aww.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and all the other kings, wrestlers of the week. I think I go first.
I don't remember. You could just go first, because I don't remember.
We did like Rumble predictions and stuff like
that.
Yeah,
so we didn't do picks last week.
We did not do picks. Well, we kind of did, but like not
this way. Prediction picks, not who did the best in our opinion weeks.
Yeah. Tag team. I'm going Trick Mellow Gang. Listen, guys, I know everyone's gonna say Melo's gonna turn on Trick and Vengeance Day. Yeah, I know. All right, because it's Trick Mellow Gang versus the Wolf Dogs, which is Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, for those who are unaware, for the Dusty Cup Finals at Vengeance Day, which is this upcoming Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for those who are going to watch. And then Trick also has in the main event Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title, and shit's getting dicey, but they won their match against LWO. I am a little disappointed that we're not getting like an actual tag team that will win the cup again, because it's never really an actual tag team. It's always just people who come together, but like Trick and Mello are basically a tag team without being an actual tag team. So like it's close enough, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if they're gonna win, but I have a very strong feeling Melo's gonna screw Trick over in the end of the night, and I'm scared.
It's okay to be scared.
I'm gonna be so sad, because like but that means if that means I get Melo versus Trick at Stand and Deliver, I will not be mad. I'm just saying.
You will not be mad, people.
State for the record, I will not be upset in any way, shape, or form.
Just for information, Katie will not be mad.
Breaking news: Katie will not be upset.
Like the little crawling, yeah.
The little ticker at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so fucking funny. If I like had stuff planned, I definitely would do that, but I don't have time for that.
Katie will not be mad. All right. Also, because a lot of this stuff just comes out from nowhere, like.
Exactly.
Like full circle moment. Like we didn't fucking know that was gonna be a thing. Man.
We just said it like 18 times in that episode. We're like, that's the fucking title. There it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But that is my tag team, Trick Mellow Gang.
I actually have 3, surprisingly.
Oh shit, okay.
One, they may not have won, but still, I'm here for this tag team. In this one, I would watch NXT. DIY, love me some whatchamacallit, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. again, it's just different for me. I know some people are talking about like, oh my god, like Johnny Gargano is holding Tommaso Ciampa back. No, he's not.
No,
But
it's not.
like that's when I would watch NXT. Like I loved their feud with FTR or the Revival as they were in WWE. Hell of a matches that they would put on. So yeah, I love me some DIY. It's like really reliving older days. When I would watch NXT, which I still want to try and start watching. I still want to try and start watching. Second team, they did win their match, and I also love this tag team, and it's good to see them back together. The Kabuki Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for Kairi Sane. So good to have her back. So, I mean, what more can I say? And the third one, I think this is gonna be like, I wasn't gonna include them, but then I was like, Katie has like her whole Team Ninja party thing. So I'm just thinking it could be my thing that whenever the Young Bucks show up and just cause fucking havoc just by existing and being EVPs, they'll be my pick because that's fucking funny.
So they're gonna be your pick every week.
Almost basically, but I might stop after a while. Like it might phase out. But I'm just loving what they're doing right now. I'm loving just what like these entitled pricks they're being. I saw someone on Instagram, again, one of those wrestling pages, say that the Young Bucks gimmick is gold because they've turned into the people the internet has believed that they are. The way the internet sees them, that's who they're doing. Like, you know what? You want to see us like entitled pricks? We'll be entitled pricks who abuse our power, who don't they're being what the internet sees them as when that's not who they are. Because I've met them. I've had interactions on Instagram DMs, on in the comments section. They are not bad people in real life outside of kayfabe. They are not bad people. That's just how people see them for some goddamn reason. But now they're just taking that and shoving it back in their face. So now when people say, no, that's just who they are, you're being fucking worked. So it's more like sticking it to them, which I love. And that's probably why for like, I'm just on this, like, I'm so like, yeah, you show them, So maybe they won't be my picks forever, like, especially if they show up every week. But like, for now, it's just gonna be a thing because I just love what they're doing.
Because damn well they're costing Sting and Darby next week, right?
Oh, no. I think they're not gonna cost Sting and Darby. I think Sting and Darby will win the titles. They will abuse their power as EVPs, put themselves at the top of the returning bullshit power rankings, go on to face them at Revolution, and beat them for the titles. And that's how Sting retires. Some people think that maybe like if that happens, we might get Darby and Sting versus Sting. I don't know. But imagine kind of like how Baron Corbin sent off Kurt Angle and everyone was pissed off. I think it's going to be similar like that. Imagine sending off Sting and his, like, I don't know how long his career was, decades of a legacy that Sting has put out, and the Young Bucks are going to fuck him over in his final match. What a way to get some heel heat. Just saying.
Honestly.
That's what I think is going to happen. Hello. So yeah, those are my picks for tag team.
It's possible they're either gonna screw him out of the emo father and son duo out of the tag titles next week, or they're gonna make sure that they win so that they can take them at Revolution. Because like I'm pretty sure, like I don't think they necessarily have to like put themselves at the top of the rankings because like that match is like low-key confirmed, like not really confirmed for Revolution.
That is true, but I honestly I have like, for me, it's just for me, guys. I'm not saying that this is the case, but for me, I personally believe that's part of the reason the rankings returned in the first place, especially around this time,
Maybe.
They could have waited till after Revolution to see how things go from there, No, they're like, no. Like just
which like
this random week, not in the beginning of the year, this random week before February, let's start the rankings again. So that's why I'm just like,
Dad said, I am so mad as a lifelong Sting fan that it's them. Not mad it's a tag, mad I'm focusing, but mad it's the Bucks.
I've heard that Sting wanted it to be the Bucks. I don't know. I'm not in Sting's head, so I can't say, obviously don't know if that's true.
I mean, the only thing
I'm just a Bucks fan, okay? Like I don't care who they face. I don't care what they do.
The only thing I'll say about
those
it
are my
is
guys.
Sting's obviously Sting has full say in his final match. And it definitely shouldn't be a singles match. Because, like, Sting can still kind of go, but, like, not to what he used to be able to do. I mean,
and I
he's still
think that's
jumping off
why
shit
it's
at
kind
like
of.
60-some years old.
And I know people. I've seen it. Trust me. One of the guys from PWL that was like talking about how he wanted it to be Sting versus Darby,
versus Darby.
which I've seen a lot of people say, but like other people were arguing that like it's not even about like the Bucks being the final opponents. It's just that Sting and Darby versus Darby doesn't make sense. Like it just doesn't. Like they've never had reason to like. And I know it's the whole like master and like trainee, whatever. Like father like son, like you said, like emo father and son.
Emo father, son,
In that way I kind of get it. But like even Darby said we will never be against each other. So why send off your like your emo father? Why send him off
the pasture?
Yeah, like what you're gonna like kind of like do the old Yeller man, like the I'm sorry I love you, like I'm sorry honestly, I love you, coffin drop.
It could be a thing. Yeah. Regardless, Sting, whatever he wants to do, Tony Khan's probably gonna be like, "Here you go, sire."
That's gonna be the name.
As long as it doesn't involve Ric Flair, I don't care. As long as Ric Flair is not involved in any way, shape, or form, I don't give a fuck.
Maybe okay. The only thing I can like think of his involvement in this is that he'll probably show up like ringside for the match. If it is against the Bucks, like maybe he'll try and interfere because like the Bucks I know will be doing some heel shit to get the upper hand. So maybe he'll try and stop them, and maybe the Bucks will like double super kick him, and which will piss everyone off. Which honestly, I think that will be funny for me. But
no,
maybe not.
Piss off who? Not me. I want that.
No, but like like the crowd.
Maybe I'll get a point on my Deadpool.
I mean,
anyway.
Like Young Bucks, you know what to do.
Young Bucks, Matthew Nicholas, right here.
Yeah, good job on addressing them by their passport names, birth certificate names, or God-given names. Yeah.
My womans, I have one, but like Bailey's a given because like she succeeded, she won the Rumble.
Exactly, and she was our pick.
That's the Goral. She's just like an honorary pick because like that was her moment. She deserved that. 10 out of 10. We love Bailey. We stand Bailey. Paramore for Mania. I'm going Roxanne. Showed out in the Rumble, second year in a row. Made her cameo. Had a match against Tatum, who I'm loving that gimmick right now. Very Trish Stratus, Mickey James type shit going on with Lyra. So she beat Tatum and then started beating the shit out of her after the match. Because, I mean, Tatum did kind of put her through a table last week. So, like, I get it. But it has me very excited for Sunday with Roxanne and Lyra. Because I think this is where Roxanne starts to go. And, like, very AJ Lee-esque.
I've seen I've seen people comparing the two. Like, oh, she's like the next AJ Lee. Which we didn't get at the Rumble.
Cora and Roxanne her children, so it makes sense.
That's another thing we didn't get AJ at the Rumble.
I know, I'm still sad about it.
I'm still sad also.
Maybe next year. Fingers crossed, folks. But yeah, so I'm going Roxanne as my solo woman, but like Bailey's obviously getting that honorary shout out.
Okay, so yeah, I have two, but one of them is Bailey. Again, the given. She was our pick. She fucking deserves it. She's getting her moment. The other one, she won her match again, and again, fuck the haters. I'm giving it to the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. She's absolutely killing it. So, of course, just sending her some love because not only did she win her match, but again, she's just shutting the fucking haters up. So, which I love to see.
She's blocking out the haters.
Exactly. So, love to see it.
Miss Vine sometimes. You ever just like sit and like reminisce about Vines and how
I just go and look up Vines, like all Vine compilations.
I do too, and that shit's so fun.
Yes, it is.
I love Vine. TikTok's alright, but like Vine was like its own entity, and like that shit was great.
No, yeah, for sure.
Miss it. What time? My mans. I've won. Yeah, it's not Coterie Rhodes.
It's not Coterie Rhodes, alright.
Not Coterie Rhodes. It's main event Jey Uso. Mans came out numero uno.
Yeah.
At the Rumble, faced off with Jimmy Uso, who is number 2.
What a way to freaking start the Rumble, I will say.
Like, I can't wait for the Mania match 1-on-1.
Oh, it's gonna happen, and I'm so looking forward to it.
Rikishi special guest referee.
I'm waiting for the Let's Go Uso and Uso sucks shit.
Oh, it's gonna be so. No, it's gonna be no. It's Yeet, no Yeet.
Yeah, but you know, like how when you have the same name, like they go, "Let's go, Adam. Adam sucks." So Uso,
They'll
yeah,
probably do. They'll probably do all the things. They'll
yeah,
either
for
do
sure.
Yeet, no Yeet. Let's go, Uso. Uso sucks.
Yeah,
It's gonna be everything, and it's gonna be so good. But had hell of a showing, and the Rumble lasted. I want to at least like
I think
40
over an
minutes.
hour. Oh,
Oh,
was it?
was he over an hour?
I don't remember. I think I want to
I'm
say
not sure
yes,
the
or at
time.
least 50 minutes. I will say. I'll have to probably go back and check, but he was
Yeah,
there for a long time.
I don't remember timeline, like how long,
Oh, yeah.
but he definitely earned it.
Which I will say, I really liked how they included the timestamps. Like,
Yeah,
oh, this wrestler's been like the top 3 who's been there the longest. That was
that was
really
cool.
cool. I liked that a
I
lot.
did
I
like
was
that.
like, that was a
I
good
was like, I
addition.
need them to do that every year too. Like, that's cool
Yeah.
to see. Because
Or
especially
like,
because Rhea lasted an hour and a minute last year. Naomi beat that, and then Bailey beat that.
yeah,
Like,
and that's insane.
boom, boom, boom.
And I also like just a little like side tangent, but like because since one of the sponsors was C4, so when the countdown happened on 4, every time C4 would flash, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like,
It's pretty nifty. It's a good.
yeah.
I've had the C4. I drank that way too fast at SummerSlam that year. I was like,
Is
fucking
it good
shaking.
though?
It was pretty good from what I remember.
How many grams of caffeine are in a can?
Probably a lot.
Because like I've seen in a lot of energy drinks, it's like 300, and that's like a lot. Like I'll have to drink maybe half. Like I'll have to pace myself. Like just drink it slow, drink it slow.
Yeah, I definitely did not drink it slow because we were just walking around the like superstore and shit. And they were just giving them out, so all 3 of us grabbed one, and I drank mine so fast, and I was like twitching, and
I want to go.
heart was beating real fast.
I want to go back to the superstore, especially to get like a commemorative shirt like from the event. Biggest regret, I didn't get one when I was in Dallas. Like I should have gotten a Cowboys WrestleMania shirt. You know, fucking cool.
Oh.
I will say though, I'm pretty sure like in like the next 5 years they will probably be back in Dallas. I just have a feeling, you know. They like Texas. I will say they like pay-per-views in Texas. WWE does. AEW does not, but WWE got my back. Got Texas back, bro.
Got Texas back.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But Jey Uso, my pick. He also had a match against Bronson Reed, which was Meat versus Yeet, and Yeet won.
Yeah.
I love it sometimes. Sometimes we have a fun time.
Yes.
Who is your pick or picks?
I have 2. One of them is this guy, Hangman Adam Page. He won his match last night. Dude is looking awesome. Dude has a great mustache, by the way. Like, come on.
His lower third just mustache.
Yeah. I think he lurks on Reddit because there was a whole Reddit thread. Well, there's a Reddit thread dedicated to AEW. It's not official, but it's like, you know, just where AEW fans go in and talk. But in that thread, someone made another thread, like a little subreddit. The subreddit is AEW. The thread was people talking about Hangman's mustache. They're like, can we just take a moment to talk about how awesome it is? And people are like, it's a glorious mustache. Like everyone was just marking out about how amazing his mustache is. They're like, yes, I love it. I think he had to have seen that. I'm just saying. I think Hangman saw the Reddit, which I mean, I'm not upset at that. I think it's cool. But yeah, except which I guess it kind of makes sense because he's lost to Swerve twice. The bullshit power rankings are back, and him and Swerve are tied with 4 wins this year, but he's at number 2. Hangman's at number 2. Swerve's at number 1. But now, next week, we get Swerve versus Hangman. Winner goes for Revolution, which I don't know how I feel about that. The only reason why is because the way I played it out in my head was that Swerve goes on to face Samoa Joe at some point because that match would fucking slap. Let's be real, and wins the title off Joe. If it was at Revolution, okay, Revolution. And then we would have Swerve versus Hangman 3 somewhere down the line. I would say no later than Full Gear. Like, because I want Swerve to have a nice long reign as well. So, at Full Gear, Hangman and Swerve 3. And then Hangman wins the title off Swerve, finally getting that win over Swerve. You know, the satisfaction, you know? But now we're getting Hangman versus Swerve 3 on a random on a random episode of Dynamite. So now I'm like, okay, so does Hangman win or does he not win or what's gonna happen?
I think one of two things is gonna happen. Some screwy shit's gonna happen and they both get disqualified. Or we hit time limit and they both technically win triple threat at Revolution.
And we'll see what happens. Yeah.
And the fate is in their hands.
That would be cool. I would love to see a triple threat, but it probably sounds weird. This might be a hot take, but I love when matches end in draws because sometimes, like, again, it gives us a reason to have a rematch, especially when they're really good matches. So
like when was it Max and Brian?
No, it was Max and Cole. It was your little devil. He was like 5 more minutes.
I think it happened with Brian too.
Oh, did it? Okay. I think that's what set up the Iron Man match.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it happened with Max and Brian, Max and your little devil, his bro Chacho, which no longer bro Chacho. Hangman and Brian, Kenny and Brian, except unfortunately we have never gotten the rematch from Brian and Kenny. But to be fair, Kenny had to go get healed, all right? Kenny is still getting healed right now. Poor guy. I hope he's doing all right. But yeah. I love when matches end in draws because especially when they're really good, because it just tells me we're going to get a rematch.
Exactly.
So, but my second pick, Katie, I told you this before we even started recording. I got to give credit where fucking credit is fucking due. Because I was so stubborn last week because I did not want to pick CM Punk to win the Rumble. Sure, I'm not pissed off at him anymore, but I just did not want to pick him. And so I just picked Cody because I knew he was going to at least be in the final 2. And I was just like, I was going into the Rumble expecting him to lose. I was ready for Punk to win, and I was ready to be wrong. Mm-hmm. And no, Mr. Cody Rhodes, the All-American Nightmare Dream, Dusty's kid, Cody Rhodes, going to finish the story. Hopefully at WrestleMania.
Will finish the story at WrestleMania. No ifs.
This WrestleMania, not the next 2 WrestleManias. So I have to give it to Mr. Cody Rhodes. He's the only one. Sorry, it's mirrored. He's the only one that's not covered on my shirt. This is the only shirt I have that has Cody Rhodes on it. So I thought I'd wear it. And then Katie and I came up with the idea to cover all the other faces. So he really stands out, you know?
Adrenaline in my soul. Something.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes.
Yes. Cody is my pick. Hell hath frozen over because, again, I really thought that Punk was going to win. Well, I did up until the point he pointed at the sign, and then he was like, I didn't wait 10 years to lose the Dusty's kid. I'm like, Cody's going to fucking win. But for the whole other hour that the Rumble started, I was like, oh, shit. I'm like,
can we talk about the fact that Cody came in at number, hold on, give me a second.
15, I think. 15, I want to say.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, you're right. Came in at number 15. Did his whole ass entrance.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm like, I like how time suddenly slows down and it wasn't 90 seconds.
By the time he got to the ring, it was like 10, 9, 8.
Bro, they were just like, Cody, can we fucking hurry, dude? Like, we have other Rumble entrants. It's supposed to be 9 seconds, Cody.
So funny. Because, like, who came in? Well, I mean, Bronson Reed was after him, so it's fine.
Still, I just think it was funny. But yes, Cody Rhodes won the Rumble, and he got my pick right. And that's why, if you look at my little lower thirds, being stubborn works, because I was stubborn and didn't choose Punk, and guess what? My pick was Cody, and he fucking won. So
magic.
And I talked about how I think if you win the Rumble, you should main event WrestleMania, which is why people were like, well, he can win Chamber. And I'm like, no, fuck that shit. You know, he needs to win the Rumble to go to WrestleMania, especially night 2, bros. All right? I just feel like winning the Rumble makes more sense. And and now it does.
I get it. He's going to finish the story. We will all cry tears of happiness when the story is finally finished. It's going to be a great time.
I might not cry tears of joy, but I'll be like, all right, I'll give him a thumbs
up that one. I'll see it. So like in the moment, I'm like, oh my god, Cody, like sobbing, because I'll just be so engrossed in the. Y'all think I don't have a voice now?
Oh boy. After any wrestling event, you're just like cough drops.
Well, I'm still trying to do SmackDown and Hall of Fame Friday night.
Oh boy, you're
Stand and Deliver Mania Night 1 Saturday. And then Night 2 Sunday and Monday.
Katie, we might have to cancel the show on Thursday. You're not gonna be able to...
Thursday before I'll be good. Thursday after.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. The Thursday after, I like, dude, you might have to type have AI freaking doing your voice.
I'll just I mean, I'll probably be fine. I'll probably just sound like this if anything, but
might sound like a chain smoker.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. So fun.
I bet. That sounds awesome.
It's coming up
already
fast.
A couple months. I'm gonna say a couple months away, Katie. 2 months.
I'm scared. So excited. Nervous. All the emotions. All right. Question of the week. I thought let's just make this a fun little game.
A fun little game, like a game show.
Basically. So, if anyone watched Dynamite last night, and if you see it on Twitter, on the little graphic in the bottom where they put up match cards and shit, Tony Khan will make huge announcement next week.
This dude is so full of announcements. Like, what more could you possibly say? Are you pregnant or something? Like, what more could this dude say? Like,
take her at the bottom. Breaking news.
I'm just saying, I don't know what more this dude.
We consistently make fun of Tony Khan's big announcements, his huge announcements,
whereas
and all this
NPC
shit.
doesn't blink and looks straight into the camera and just talks and doesn't
He's
even
like,
make a
hello,
little smile, and I'm gonna talk until I make you severely uncomfortable.
Eyes hurt. Jesus, my eyes. I did it for a few seconds. My eyes started watering. But let's just brainstorm.
What could we? Here's the thing. What
we think?
What could possibly be like?
I'll tell you what it's not going to be. A goddamn streaming service. That's what it's not going to be.
If it is, I'm going to be really surprised. That would be a surprise. And that would be a big announcement. I'd be like, wow, this dude actually has a
streaming service. I will bite my tongue and I will apologize next week.
You'll redact your statement.
I will retract my statement next week if it is a streaming service. I think, realistically thinking,
it has to be a Revolution match.
It's gonna be a Revolution match. The signing of Mercedes. She might not be there, but signing her. Or Okada.
I was thinking maybe Okada, especially because now we're in February. I think Okada's contract ends on the 11th. But I feel, maybe because if you do Okada now, you can do Mercedes at Revolution. I don't know, but
yeah, she very well because Revolution is March what?
3rd. That's my cousin's birthday. I'm gonna be kind of dead for Revolution. I have my cousin. It's her birthday on the 3rd. Her quince, 15th. It's a big deal in Hispanic culture. Is the day before March 2nd.
Oof.
So I'm really gonna be. And on top of that, I have because I do backstage interviews for PWL. I do promo classes on Sundays in the early afternoon. So I straight up said, I'm like, y'all, if I show up in a dress and my makeup's all messed up, you fuckers can't say shit.
Yeah, y'all just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing it realistically could be. You know?
But do you really need to take time out of Dynamite to say that?
It's Tony Khan.
You could have them show up and that'll be even more exciting.
Because the thing about it, there's no other free agents out there that I can think of.
The only thing I can maybe, again, it has to do with sort of a signing. Maybe Will Ospreay has a match at Revolution.
Oh, speaking of, the first song that came on my Spotify when I was driving home from work, Elevated.
There you go.
Banger. It's such a good fucking song.
Okay, I really hope Okada sings. Well, here's the thing, because fucking AEW may not even freaking come back to El Paso. But if they do, chances are if Okada, signs with AEW, there's a chance I could see him. There's a chance I could see Ospreay. So I'm like, please, just fucking. I want to see Will Ospreay. I want to meet Will Ospreay, bro. I already have an Ospreay shirt now. I finally got myself an Ospreay shirt.
I just want to hear Elevated live. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Me too, but.
That's all I want.
I fucking love Will Ospreay. Okay, so I would love to meet him and say.
Another thing I think it could be. I just thought of this now. Oh, hi, Matt.
Matt.
Towards the tail end of the show. That's okay. He's still here. still shows up. Possibly because that's okay. You don't have to explain. Your work is terrible, and you're a busy man. I understand. But you still showed up. That's all that matters. Possibly because of the beatdown that happened to Mr. John Moxley. Some type of partnership and or dealings with CMLL. That's,
No. That's not the problem. I'm just waiting for it to be a fucking pay-per-view like in April. I'm waiting for the kind of like in the Forbidden Door. I'm waiting for the CMLL x AEW pay-per-view. I'm like,
it's gonna happen. Like,
it's gonna be another fucking pay-per-view that they're gonna make us fucking pay for because they're not on a fucking streaming.
I'm not paying for
That's why I'm like,
especially if it's in April, I'm not paying for it. I am booked and busy in April.
If it's in April, it better be the weekend of my birthday, and it better be fucking close to me so I can go. That's the only time I'll accept it, bro. I mean, if it's in Mexico, I'm not saying I could go, but that would be kind of cool.
Close.
I mean, because like the parts where, like, for example, AAA's had their pay-per-views, like Tijuana and stuff. That's like by San Diego. That's pretty far from me. And then even then, like other places, like it's far down south. So yes, I border Mexico, but I don't border like that area of Mexico. Like Mexico City, I ain't close to Mexico City. Like I gotta take a good like couple-hour flight to go to Mexico City.
Birthday present to yourself.
I know, right? Okay, if it's in Mexico, I probably won't be able to go because my mom will not let me go to Mexico, especially like
fair.
But if it's somewhere in the States, maybe.
She's plotting. Wrapping her hands.
My fingers all blue.
From the warheads?
Yeah, from picking the kids. Look.
Oh yeah.
Careful with these.
Kind of matches your nails. Oh my god! Wait, show your comment with her. All right, Liv Morgan, take it easy.
I know, right? Old school Liv Morgan. I mean, my nails are purple. The other ones are pink. I'm gonna actually change them today after I finish my homework because
I need to pay my nails.
Fucking homework.
I need to pay my nails. They're bare and they're boring. I really can't think of it being anything else, or it's gonna be like so stupid and not.
I bet he's gonna remind people that all-in tickets are still on sale, people.
If he does that shit again, Tony Khan's catching hands. He did that shit twice.
Or it's gonna be something dumb, like Double or Nothing's going back to Vegas for Memorial Day weekend. Like it hasn't been that way for the last 4 fucking years since its existence began.
I mean, that's the only thing that like makes sense for Double or Nothing. You know, like cha-ching.
No, that makes sense, but you don't need to announce it. So if he does,
it's not a huge announcement. It's not a big announcement.
That's just a reminder that you can tweet. As much as you like to tweet, Tony Khan, you can tweet.
Bro, honestly.
Okay, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going in with the expectation that it's not that big of an announcement.
I'm going in with the expectation that it's going to make me laugh,
but also
or just be done.
Like both. You're gonna laugh because you were right, but be pissed off because you wasted our time.
I'd be like, we wasted 2 minutes of airtime for this. That could have been a women's match because you don't give women time.
I know, right?
Choking. It's just I just thought every time he does that, it's gonna be the question of the weekend if I can't think of anything. Anytime.
Katie, that might be like in the next 2 weeks. It might be your freaking question of the week.
Well, that's if I can't think of anything.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I guess
like, I couldn't really think of anything.
It makes you feel then that just means that like you more than likely will have something to fall back on every time you can't think of a question because more than likely you do have a fucking announcement.
Yeah, I think this might be his first huge big announcement of the year.
Probably.
Maybe. He went 2 months. Kind of.
That's not that impressive, Kate.
No, but for him it is.
I guess so, but I'm just like...
I just don't understand him as a human being anymore.
He's whack.
I never really did.
He's really whack, I will say.
He's wiggity wag.
For sure. I'm like... I can't... No one can make him make sense. Like, there's no making sense of that man.
No. Not a single fucking thing. Anyways, I have no words for it.
Like, is the title of the show going to be Big Announcement?
It's gonna be something along those lines. I haven't planned it properly in my head yet, but it's gonna be
Katie
something.
Khan has a big announcement.
I do have a big announcement. I always have big announcements.
Obviously. Even when they're not big. Just like
Even
Tony
when
Khan.
I have nothing to announce.
Just like Tony Khan.
Basically. Things that I could just tweet. Or send a text. Yeah. I know I'm gonna announce it to the world. Big, huge
I'm gonna take up airtime.
I'm gonna take up airtime on my television program and tell you guys all in tickets are on sale now.
That they're still on sale, so go
that
get
they're
them.
Still on sale. And you gotta get them because they're going fast. Fucking Christ. Oh, what a fun way to end the show.
I know, right?
Oh, thank you, Tony Khan, for giving us quality content as always.
Content.
Fuck, that's the title.
Quality content.
I'm writing it down because I'm gonna forget.
Yay!
We got there at the end, folks.
Quality content, yes.
I'm gonna put like a hyphen. So con and then hyphen tent.
Then put Tony Khan on the thumbnail.
I fucking spelled Jesus. There we go.
You gotta find him while he's like looking all NPC like in the camera, you know?
I'll try my best. I also don't want to spend too much time looking for pictures of Tony Khan.
Just look up Tony Khan big announcement and you'll get a slew of freaking videos.
True. Yeah, I'll find something. I'll just put him in the corner, like creeping.
Yes, like just peeking out.
Just peeking out. Hey.
Did someone say big announcement?
Somebody say big announcement over here?
Because I got one.
Because I have one. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, dealing with the shenanigans, and me being able to barely talk. Savannah, tell people where they can find you, what you're working on, all that jazz.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Y2Garcia_. There's no underscore. It's not me. The mistake has been made. Nothing else I'm working on. I'm just trying to really get into the groove of this semester because it's kind of heavy. Nothing too much to sweat on, but still. I will say though, I talked about this last week. I got my first sit-down interview it was uploaded on Saturday. You should go check that out. I think we have the little add-ons, right? Yes. YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Legacy Texas. Go watch it. Me and one of the guys, I actually mentioned him earlier, I think it was before. This is why you should show up early.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, his name's Cosmo Orion. He was my first guest. He was the first one I did this with. I really liked how it turned out. So it would mean a lot if you would go and watch it. I think we're already a little over 100 views and it's been like 4 days. So it's not a lot, but it's big for me. So, so yeah, please go check that out. It would really mean a lot. And it's going to probably be something that I do at least once a month, maybe twice a month, but we're just trying to see. I don't know how I'm going to be able to top that, but yeah, that's the big thing I had. I talked about it last week, so I'm just reminding y'all that it is uploaded on YouTube now, so go check it out.
Yes, exactly. And always, you can find me on Twitter, KatieRasslin13. Linktree, I'm about to get all things ShElite Showcase. Again, twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. You can subscribe, you can follow, you can do the things. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Both of those you can find us live typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. I'm going to try and get us a guest for next week.
Ooh.
I just have to message him and ask. See if he's available. And I will keep you updated.
Okay.
You specifically. The viewers will find out.
Yes.
You guys don't get to know. I know. I guessed. I know. Surprises will ensue. I'm very excited. And patreon.com/ShElite Showcase. I have an idea for something I'm going to do this month. I just have to contact a few people to do so. It'll be a fun time if I get it to happen. Latest Inside the Mind of is out with Adam. It was a great conversation. You can check that out. I have a few ideas for story times that I'm going to do. One of which I'll just show you. I'll spoil one of them. I was in my basement waiting to do my laundry.
Gosh.
And I was waiting for it to finish, doing the water and
the cycle,
Yeah. And I found like an old box of like pictures and stuff, and then I found
Is that a ticket stub from your first WrestleMania?
my Survivor
Oh,
series.
Survivor Series. Okay. I couldn't read it
Sunday,
that way.
November 14th, 2004.
I was 3, Katie.
Oh my god, you're a child. But I plan on doing a story time with that. I plan on doing a story time of Money in the Bank because I never did that. I know I was a child. You were basically non-existent. I was a child.
Yeah.
I
Literally a fetus.
You were literally a fetus. So I plan on doing those. I'm gonna wait until I like feel a little better and can do an episode without coughing everywhere. So be ready for those maybe towards like middle of the month, end of the month. But those are coming very soon. Very excited. Trying to get a few more interviews lined up. Message some people, just waiting for responses. And if you don't get responses, then you just move on to the next person and hope someone answers you.
That's how it be.
Loud cough for you at the very end. If you have headphones on, I'm so sorry because my coughs are loud. I usually mute, but I didn't care this time. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, chilling with us, dealing with our shenanigans, enjoying this quality content. Which is the title of the episode, so when you watch this later, enjoy. Until then, folks, bye-bye.